Ha ha ha. All right, chat. How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? Hey. All right, all right, all right. What's up, Shy God? Got a little bit of Elo back. Big 26 points. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. A couple things. What do I have here? Oh, a pack or something? Let's open it. Duplication. 600, right? 550. All right. If you haven't picked it up yet, sub, get the charm, free the prime. Thank you to the offline subs from Jess, MX, TZS, Sasqueens, Ghost PUBG, and Copy. Also, thank you very much to Ubisoft for the drops. You just watched me here on Twitch for 1 hour, and then you get this skin. Just claim in your Twitch inventory. Link up your Ubisoft account, Twitch account. That's all you have to do. And yeah, other than that, if you haven't picked one up yet, buy a bidet, throw a bidet. Available on Amazon if you haven't picked one up yet, in the US and in Canada. So, all right, chat, how's it going? How is it going? What's up, Chai God? What's up, little Timmy? What's up, GPC Polo? Down a bonbon. All right, let's see. Challenge. So, what's up, Jags? Bro, you guys see all the stuff like on Twitter and everything like that today, where everybody was complaining about how like Ubisoft has been? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Just Ubisoft lately is just it's unreal. It's just unreal. Like what's been happening with this game lately. It is absolutely unreal. I don't like to be negative and stuff like that, but man, it's fucking tough. Got your CJX fuel. Nice, dude. Nice. Nice. You passed Joe in BF6 time. Oh, you played Siege today. How was it? Game sucks. Real, unfortunately.
He is break dancing as well.
And David C5000, thanks for dropping 25 on 3. So woke back. I'm following in your footsteps. My son was born 3 weeks ago, and I'm in Diamond now. I just need to hit Champ and have more kids. Hey, you got it, dude. You got it. Okay, well on the way. Diet Crusher was Red Roger Paragon. Yeah. I mean, I still like Siege and everything like that, right? But man, I don't know what Ubisoft's doing, bro. I just don't know what this company is doing anymore. They're just so lost. Five kids to start my own team. Easy child labor, dude. You played one game of Battlefield 6 and it crashed. Your friend was one, and you asked. You got the invite. Yeah, the bidet squad. You'd be bored attempting console siege? Isn't console siege at least better? Less cheaters? Well, then again, I guess you get mouse and keyboarders, right? There's really fucking no hope. Down, Joe. One thing they did that made you notice talking about food. Grass is in the kitchen as you speak. No. I don't know, dude. Did you guys see the discussion though on Twitter today with the Ubi? I actually feel very, very, very badly for a lot of Siege YouTubers and stuff, bro. I feel very bad for them. Basically, like, views are, like, really shitty and really bad on YouTube lately for Siege because there's just really no content, right? Like, what's there really left to do at this point, right? Now, I will be forever grateful that I like, saw this as a potential thing years ago and, you know, basically invested a bunch of money and stuff like that. So I don't rely on, like, streaming and stuff for direct income anymore, right? So if things go up and down, it doesn't really matter. But there's a lot of Siege creators that just barely make it and stuff like that, and they're gonna be screwed because Ubisoft decided to release Siege X and just have no fucking content, evidently. It's on Bear of Curse, but yeah, and that's Ubi, bro. I don't know why anyone's surprised. This company's stock price went from like $40 fucking a share to like $2. Let's see if anybody's on. If no one's on, I'll just, I guess. I can message a few people, maybe. Actually, I might just play it unranked and see who gets on in a little bit. I think that's probably a better move. No, but it's just, I'm not gonna lie, it's just incredibly disappointing. Bro, this is crazy. Okay. Ubisoft stock this entire year has been around $1.80 a share. What a poverty ass company, bro. I don't even know how you fuck up that bad. Not eating ass. No meta is good. Yeah, no meta is good. 2025 is still playing this shit game. I like Siege still, but I just wish Ubisoft would just wake the fuck up, bro. Like, I don't know, it's just wild to me. It is just wild to me. I love coffee. But yeah. I think you'll see, you know, not a guarantee, but there's really no great content coming in the pipeline. Maybe year 11, I guess. Mess that Kate up. I thought it might have like a veneer on it, but Battlefield 6. See, listen, I'm happy that you guys like Battlefield, but it's just not going to be the game for me, to be honest. No! I missed this bot's head. Oh, I died to another person. I did that. It's like literally potato person. Joe is telling your teammates that the wonders of bidets. Hey, dude, that's what we need. We need that boots on the ground marketing for the bidet. Literally. What's on the guy? He made his video. Hey, have you heard about the KG bidet? Sir, I understand you're on your dying fucking breath, but may I interest you in a fucking bidet? I'm chilling, Bryant. I'm chilling. All right. This bidet will clean that wound up, right? Bro, using a bidet to clean a wound would be wild. That'd be not good. All right. I'm gonna roam downstairs maybe with Solus. Let's do that. I never really do that. You had a 1,334-meter marksman shot in Battlefield 6. That's one of the top 10 shots so far. Nice, nice. Prediction? I don't know. I mean, we're just in unranked, so... There is no fucking shot. There's actually a guy here just, like, waiting, right? Right? kidding me? What's going, K? Yeah, let's play, buddy. I like that. What's over here? Drone? What is? You are such a bitch, it's crazy. What do you mean, K? Are you debating me or something? Is that what this is? You're actually a bad person, K. You're actually a bad person. I don't even see anybody on, really, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even really see anybody on. Ubisoft is just busy fucking creating zero fucking content. Done, Straw. Oh, by the way, too, people think that, things are bad. Right, so, like, for all those that are just getting in here, we were talking about how, like, Siege creators were basically complaining about YouTube views being super down and stuff like that, and Ubisoft just creating, like, zero content, essentially, right? So, it's going to get significantly worse, by the way. It's going to get significantly worse. The new Call of Duty is about to come out. Battlefield's going to have a BR update. GTA 6 next year. So, I hope Ubisoft gets their heads out of their asses. That would be fantastic. That'd be great. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I haven't even bothered creating YouTube content on my main channel for like months. I just don't really care. Ubisoft just makes it impossible to, like, I don't know, there's just nothing really that I like feel like making content on where it's not like forced, you know? But I'm in a pretty unique position that I can even do that, right? Majority of content creators, they rely on, you know, their YouTube revenue and stuff like that to make a living. Oh, that guy's up top. Okay. No, though, but like I said, for myself, I care less. But there are a lot of Siege creators. There are a lot of Siege creators who, you know, they're barely like full time and stuff like that, right? I mean, even people that you would think, you know, even if they have like several 100,000 subs on YouTube, they're probably, depending on the frequency of videos they make. they might be like barely full time, and this might push them into like needing to do something else, or you know, play other games or whatever, right? No, at this point, I don't really care anymore. I think Ubisoft is just fully incompetent. I really think they are. I just don't give a fuck anymore. The company is like completely mismanaged, and so is this game. It's actually embarrassing as fuck. Like, the game is not gonna die or anything like people always fucking talk about, but it's just gonna slowly decline and stuff. And it'll be around for a long time and everything, but just how is this taking so long? Oh, they're just toying with them. I don't know. Yeah. Like, look how fun of an engagement this is for everybody involved. Great job, Ubisoft. You guys are fucking killing it. Keep buffing shields, though. That'll keep people happy. I don't know, dude. It's just I have zero faith in them to do anything at this point. All faith for me personally is just completely lost. I have no faith in Ubisoft as a company to perform or do anything. Like I said, the game won't die or anything like that. It'll still maintain a good player base and stuff, but it'll just the game will just is just going to be stagnant because of, you know, poor decision making by Ubisoft. And I don't care what they say that they have all the resources they need to do stuff, because there's clearly not. You've encountered so many on PC today, way more than console. I don't know. Like I said, this company is just straight up incompetent. I don't fucking care anymore. It's a disaster. Ubisoft is a disaster of a fucking company. And the decisions being made on this game are just like straight up dumb as fuck. Exotic Rose, thank you for the Trump 31 month resub. Welcome back. Ah, there's a guy in drywall. Straight up incompetence. Sorry. ADS is the launcher, bro. You playing a lot of Valk because of me? I like Valk, dude. Valk's really good. The information is very strong. Comcast is pissing you off. Comcast is actually somehow more dog shit of a company than Ubisoft. I don't know how that is, but here we are. Stung ally. Any cheers today? I don't know. I'm just playing unranked right now, so hopefully shouldn't run into too many. Hmm. All right. Companies band together work on anti-cheats. I don't know. Yeah, there hasn't been as many cheaters and stuff. I will say it hasn't been as bad. It has not been as bad. What new content did Siege ever have without people complaining? I mean, at least we used to get content. I mean, we basically got Denari this season, who was immediately nerfed twice, and we lost a bunch of ACOGs and shotguns. And then they, like, remastered some maps and called it a fucking day. I mean, that's not enough for a game. That's, like, a multi-billion-dollar property. Like, that's actually insane. When the game was a smaller game, we used to get a new map every season. We used to get 2 new operators that also had new primary and secondary weapons. We used to get a major mid-season rebalancing patch. I don't know. Multiple seasonal skins that were not locked by the battle pass. You could just get them for renown. Not that that's a huge deal, but it is just more content, you know? Did this guy just not get no-bed 3 fucking feet away from him? Are you fucking kidding me? That didn't go off in time. Okay. He made a quick 30. Bitch, no one fucking cares. No one fucking cares about your dog shit ass fucking parlays. Where you lose 10 in a fucking row. And then brag about the one time you make $4.
He is raping.
Toronto, thank you for the Tribe sub. Very much appreciated. Yeah, exactly. When's the 2v2 happening? Sound items. When's the 2v2 happening, buddy? Still gonna fucking duck that shit? No PC check. Um, yeah, there isn't going to be a PC check unless somehow you win, because that's not possible. Go through. I farted really loud. And I'm not doing it, gang. The fact that you just said gang is you're just lost already. So, Wowzers. Elman is super fucking excited that he won $30 on a fucking parlay that he put 50 cents on. So now he could buy a big fat 17-inch dildo to fucking bounce up and down on while he dodges 2v2s. 190 last week. Congratulations. You could afford up to a 30-incher now. Hellman changed his name. Yeah, he changed his name to a team that will be leaving his city within the next decade, so that's cool. Oh my god, are we real? You already told him it's gonna happen. Oh my god, bro. This guy is aggressively fucking annoying. Do it again, bitch. Oh my god. Is he getting trapped by Deimos? He's swinging the fucking window? He's swinging like Tarzan. Oh my god. I think you should just brace yourself for it now, and this way you can accept it, and you'll be fine when it happens. Ooh. Nice collateral. Oh, okay. All right. So, Cooper. Uh, 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 uh. Lion. Hellman, you are literally fucking horrible. I'll talk. I'll 1v1 you if you 2v2 Red and Mokia. I don't give a fuck. I'll easily shit on you. It will not even be a fucking problem. I don't even do this normally, but you know what? Fuck it. Run it, lose your fucking money, and then afterwards we'll do a fun one between me and you, and I'll just shit on you after that. Actually, you know, Bro, these guys are actually maniacs. Great job, Ubisoft. Love you for making limb damage reduce still on shields for just no fucking reason. Ah, I should have killed that guy. Elman lives in a made-up country. No. Elman lives in fucking California. He's born and raised in the U.S. But then makes fun of the U.S. all the time. But then also says it's the greatest place and he wouldn't move anywhere else. Hit Michigan. Oh my god. Ash, please. Take the kazoo out of your nose. No, I'm just like, I don't know if I have allergies or if I'm just sick. I actually ran a bunch of errands and stuff today. I think it's just allergies because, like, I just have a headache and my nose is stuffy, which is consistent with the weather changing and allergies, and it just got cold. So... Like a Zyrtec. I don't know. I'm good. It'll pass in a day or two. City's water smells like unwashed ass. Start quick. American immune system. You are literally one of the weakest human beings to ever exist. Broccoli haircut. You fell three stories before? Nothing? Honestly, did you land on your head? Because that would explain a lot. That would explain a lot, bro. That would explain so fucking much. Yeah, I think we just discovered what's wrong with him. Yeah. I think he's just you know, he suffered a closed to enclosed head injury, you know? You're a complete human being. Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing. Whatever you say. Bro, are we... I literally probably looked at those. Oh man, we're not surrendering. Just go die. Butt plug meetups? Go to a butt plug meetup, bro. That's fucking crazy. I mean, these losers will probably just run shields. Are these guys cheating? I don't think so. I'm just playing unranked right now, to be honest. I'll let my cousin, the Roseville Drug Task Force, know about you. Hey, look for this kid who's got a fucking broccoli head. He's got a fucking broccoli head. Let me tell you, okay. And my teammates are kind of throwing. I traded with him. What in the fucking potato person am I dying to, bro? Take my boomer vitamins. I actually took some extra ones in case I'm sick. vitamin D and C. I have a horseshoe of Copenhagen wintergreen long cut. My upper lip 24/7. Hell yeah, brother. I don't know why my teammates are just like giving up, but whatever. You know the Bosnia way to take moonshine. Thumb 2 socks into it all the way, put it on your feet. Trust me, a cheat code. You're actually a fucking idiot. Let's say you're on Twitch, George Crash out of you for making fun of a Lindy eating her. I don't even remember, dude. I just don't care about drama stuff at all whatsoever. Do not. Something I avoid like the plague. It's just the same people that will make fun of drama stuff on like Twitch streams and stuff. Or sorry, on like boomers buying the tabloids and shit like that. They'll be like obsessed with Twitch drama. I always find it very funny. Absinthe? Yeah. Oh, yeah, probably. That makes sense. I probably did. I send you 20 for Wingstop. You could get it. You could use your money that you saved by not losing at 2v2 to get some Wingstop. Hold up more on multiple times a night. I don't know. I'm a docile old man now. Thank you, Sky Clancy. Smooth brains. Go the Baji. No wrinkles, folds, or lumps. Honestly, I'm mad that Twitch got rid of my fucking smooth brain emote. Like, that emote was, like, so fucking mild. It was crazy. I don't know how a smooth brain emote gets removed. It's just nuts to me. Yeah, you could have, like, 2 IQ emotes or, like, it kind of looked like a ball sack. No, it didn't. Who the fuck thought it looked like a ball sack, bro? It was clearly just a brain that had no wrinkles. There are people who were invested in the giant Amber Heard diverse. There were a lot of people with boring lives that made that part of their life. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, drama farming is like a very easy fucking way for content creators, I guess. It definitely is. No doubt. I don't really like this, to be honest. I want to play it here. is this guy right in the way? I don't know if I have like allergies or if I'm getting sick. I'm honestly not really sure. It feels more like allergies, but we'll see. You would clip me, but all you get is chair streamed and canceled matches. Real. Absolutely real. Watch this. Raw stupidity. Woo! Okay. They depended on that Aurora really heavily, huh? Oh. $32 rounds, by the way. 33 rounds, whatever. Great balanced weapon. Yep. Hopefully my teammate wins this 1v1, I believe. Does this guy win these? Does he win these? Oh, I feel like he's playing way too aggressive, but maybe. No, he fucking choked that shit so fucking hard, bro. That's crazy. How do you lose that? Is Ubisoft Connect having issues? Possibly. I don't really know. By the way, chat, I looked at something pretty interesting, okay? Actually, before I bring this up, I want to do a full comparison. This should be fucking hilarious. Okay. Oh, they banned Vigil, bro? Fucking bitches. Alright, don't worry. I'll DM our merchant them. Okay, hold up. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna make you guys laugh in a minute. Ugh. Trust me, this will be worth. This would be funny as fuck, dude. Done rage early. Where are you, bitch? Where are you, little roof bitch? Oh, I fucking whiffed. Okay. It's on the rage early. Hold on, check this shit out, chat. Okay. Okay, 13.8%. I am gonna make you guys laugh hard as fuck at Ubisoft right now. Okay. So, show you my math. Poconos. I wish. Sick. Sick or allergies? I think it's honestly allergies, but okay. Let me show you guys some crazy fucking shit. Okay. What is with my teammates trying to fucking open everything all the time? I do not get this shit, dude. Whatever. I do not get what it is with, like, horrible players either wanting to board everything in existence up or literally close everything. And there's just no fucking in between. Like, look at this shit, dude. It's on the fucking roof, of course. Oh, don't worry. I have to worry about all these angles now because my stupid fuck teammates, like, just are opening the walls for no fucking reason. Okay. That number that I had. Trust me, chat. This will be worth. Okay. So this is some crazy shit. I gotta roast the fuck out of Ubisoft for this one. Okay. I have some true comedy for you guys. Perfect. All right. So check this shit out. Check this shit out, chat. This is some crazy stuff. So, obviously, you know, Ubisoft, pretty terrible company as a whole, right? Makes a bunch of really bad decisions, doesn't really run a very good business, right? To reiterate how absolutely fucking terrible that this point is, okay? I think that there's nothing that I could do better than show you guys their stock price, right? Since they've gone public as a public company, right? So on October 17th, they launched as a public company at $5.57 a share. That was on October 17th, 2008. Okay. So basically, right, this is their current stock price is $1.80. So if you would have invested $100, you would have basically gotten $32 back. So the annual rate of return in the same time for the S&P 500 since 2008 is an annualized rate of 13.8%. Okay. So check this shit out. If you would have invested $100,000 into the S&P 500, you would have $900,000 right now. If you would have invested $100,000 into Ubisoft, you would have $32,000 after 17 years. I don't think anything could describe Ubisoft failing better than this example of their stock price. I don't think anything says it better than that. That's investor confidence in the company, right? And on top of it, they also got boosted at one point to like $25 a share because of like video games going crazy during the pandemic, and then they just literally just, you know, floundered it all, essentially. Great company, by the way. George about to be on the next band wave? No, bro, it's just disappointing. I don't understand like how they are so bad at like running a business. It's just mind-blowing the decisions that they make. I'm just sick and tired of it. It's just fucking stupid. The decisions they make with Siege, I don't know, bro. Mind-blowing shit, literally, for my god, what the fuck are you doing? This guy is just not even gonna try to win. We have a literal 2v2, and my teammates are just like not even trying to win. This is crazy. Okay. So we're looking at who's in steering the committee and the board of clean house and stuff. Well, at least from what I understand, like the family that founded Ubisoft basically has control of the company. I mean, obviously they made a great company to begin with. They used to make great games, but something along the way changed, right? So, I don't know. Oh. Hmm. I'm thermite, bro? How did I end up on thermite? Pro League ruined the game? I don't even think that that's even remotely the case, bro. They don't listen to anybody, let alone Pro League players. Why am I getting team killed? You absurdly fucking god-awful player. Hate Your Life Simulator. Starring Finka. I could have opened that wall too. They balance ops for Pro League. If you think that, I just don't know what to tell you. Ubisoft, for a long time, just exclusively listened to Reddit and nothing else. So boring, bro. End the round. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Knows. You thought all the changes were from Pro League? No. A lot of the things that like truly were destroying the game were Reddit changes. But then for a while they based it off of like data mostly, which generally kind of went fine, but I don't know what they're doing now. I honestly have no fucking clue. When did Ubisoft stop listening to Reddit? I mean, they never completely stopped, but I don't know, a few years back. Like, they would literally just, I'm not even joking, people from Ubisoft would just sit on the Rainbow Six subreddit. They would reply to, like, literally every thread and every comment and directly implement changes from Reddit. I mean, if you're a long time, like, you know, player of Siege, you'll know that. And you'll remember when I used to, like, always fucking make fun of that shit and, like, literally point back to threads where it was happening all the time and shit. Colt J, they tried 11-month resub. Welcome back. Hello, George. Colt J. They're shooting at the window. Can you actually kill somebody with a chainsaw? No. Wish, that'd be cool. That's not a fucking headshot? That is, though. Okay, sure. No. No, Reddit should basically be virtually completely ignored. I mean, they still, like, look at Reddit, obviously. You could tell by some of the things that they do, but, like, luckily less. How'd that not kill anyone? That's actually crazy. Let's go to Austin Jordan. That was a fast game. Got a commend out of it, though. The World Series is still going on. Stream it? I'm not getting fucking copyright struck by the NBA, bro. Or the fucking MLB. This is how fucking tired I am. 5-5. Who do you think wins? Who's gonna win this? Everyone keeps saying the Dodgers are still gonna win. It doesn't really matter what happens. Tarkov is probably one of the worst video games ever created. I have zero idea how anyone plays that shit, but hey. I guess to each their own. Different people like different things, but holy fuck, does that game look boring? Yeah, and I mean, if you think cheating is bad in Siege, evidently it's like 10 times worse in Tarkov, so... I did like Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders was fun. I played that during the beta. I actually had a good time playing that game, I will say. Arc Raiders was like way faster paced than Tarkov, though. Like, Tarkov is so slow. And I hate how it's, the thing that I hate about Tarkov is that, like, Tarkov, like, tries to be realistic, but it's still not. But it's just, like, there's just a bunch of annoying fucking mechanics. Oh. You enjoy the slows, it feels better killing people, taking all their time and equipment. I don't know. The game is just too slow paced and like baity for me. I mean, you know, hey, obviously people like the game and I'm happy that people do, but I'm not gonna play it. Probably not gonna play that shit. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll give it a try, but not for a while. But thank you again for the 11 months, Colt Jay. Hello, hello, hello. This guy good, bro? Polo was grinding it for a while. Yeah. I mean, like I said, you know, if people enjoy it, that's fine. I hope they're happy playing it and stuff, but get down that guy, bro. What is fucking happening, bro? So confused right now. What the fuck is happening? That was one of the weirdest rounds I've ever seen. It was like I feel like that guy was like trying to have bot like movement, but he like kind of he like knew what he was doing. I don't know. That was weird. You guys kind of feel the same way? Like, I feel like he was straight up botting out until there was an enemy, and then it seemed like he, like, you know, knew what he was doing all of a sudden. Tarkov, did you adrenaline rush? I mean, that's fine if you like, you know, hey, I'm happy you like the game. I mean, I have a lot of friends of mine have played the game and stuff, so I've attempted to watch it when they're playing, and it just looks like the most boring fucking video game I've ever seen in my entire life. Yay! 70 damage gun. Gun deadly sins. Playing is fun, but watching is buds. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it one day, but I don't know. Uh, disease when you ace. I don't know. I mean, I still like playing Siege. It's fun. Ubisoft is just, it's just crazy, bro. How like, it's just actually unreal to me how poorly that company is run. Like it's actually like incredible. To make you enjoy this game again. I still like Siege. I just want there to be more content and stuff and get a fucking handle. Like, I swear they just never get control of cheating ever. Like, that's a big thing. Whenever there's like, you know, a glitch or something or things that people are doing, they're not like fast enough to fucking patch stuff out and like, I don't know. What do you mean by content? I'm talking about this entire year. We're going to get 2 operators, 1 reworked map, barely any balancing changes except for things that are removals, right? We used to get a new map every season, 2 new operators every season with new guns. Bunch of skins, bunch of mid-season balancing that added to the game and stuff. What are these? That's true. They did fix the fucking crates of vegetables and fruit in Dual Front. Critical and important things. Shut up. How tanky is this motherfucker, bro? Oh my god. I must have hit the bars like crazy. Scripting. No, I don't use any macros. Or fucking recoil. I just have fucking 25,000 hours in the game and know how to control recoil. There is barely any recoil in this game. Breakdancing with the rookie up. Did I finish my half cow already? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I need to get another one. I actually was gonna call my beef plug today, my farmer, but I didn't have time to call him, so I'll call him like tomorrow or the next. I mean, it's not like a super rush. It's a good time to pick it up now because it's cold outside. Basically, the best time to pick it up because for me, it's a 2-hour drive each way. I have to. I always like to pick it up, like, you know, sometime in, like, November, December, January, February, like, anywhere in there. I gotta call my guy, though, because I do know that he probably is busy right now. I know there's, like, beef shortages and shit. How often do I buy a half cow? Once a year. Yeah, once a year. Do you have the other half on standby? No, he just sells. If you buy from him, at least like my guy, I'm sure most other people are the same. You could either get a quarter, a half, or a whole cow. If I want a half, then he just sells the other half to another person. He doesn't save it or anything. How many pounds a half cow? Hang weight's normally like 400. You net like maybe 260 or something. I whiffed on the second guy. Cheating is pretty much like same level of shit as it always is, I guess. Days when you buy a half cow, yeah. It does. It does. KG might be just a dog shit pluer. Can't even complete a fucking sentence here. So let's check your chat history. Your chat history involves begging me to play with you, you getting mad that I shat on you in fucking ranked, So, I don't know. Sounds like you're just salty to me. That I won't play with you and then shit on you in ranked when I do play against you. Wah wah. Sucks to suck. Soulless drip. I do got the soulless drip, indeed. The 16th inning. World Series. Yeah, getting a half account definitely saves money though. Like, I don't know how much it's gonna be this time around, but last time I paid $6 and change per pound for organic grass-fed ground beef, which is really good. For context, I know prices have gone up, but I'm out of ground beef, so I had to. Why did my uniform get changed? What the hell? For context, I was at Costco, and I bought organic grass-fed ground beef from Costco, and this is ground beef, right? I'm paying $6 and change for steaks that are $50 a pound in the store. You know, I paid $11 a pound almost for ground beef. It was like 10 something. Less like a year, and I have, you know, it's me, my wife, I have 3 kids, we have, you know, family over, friends over, stuff like that, so pretty much like, you know, once a year I drop, you know, whatever. I mean, it's going to be more probably this time, I'm guessing, but probably drop like, I don't know, say roughly like $1,500 to $2,000, but you're getting like, you know, $7,000-8,000 in meat if you were to go to the grocery store. So basically, you're just pre-buying your meat for the year. That's what you're doing. You're pre-buying all of your meat for the year. Costco is OG. Costco is honestly not even good for certain things. Costco is good for a lot. I like Costco overall, but they're not the cheapest and not the best quality for a lot of stuff. You just gotta know and take advantage of like what Costco is good at and has good stuff, and then, you know, you'll be good if you do that. Frying fish. I don't know. I don't really eat that much fish, honestly. I have salmon sometimes, I guess. You know what you're doing, you can save a lot. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You have to just know what to buy and what not to buy from Costco. Basically, you have to shop their sales. Costco's sales are really good. If you buy their regular everyday prices, they're not anything special. But their sales are normally good to stock up on. Yeah, like, well, you know, when garbage bags go on sale, tissues, paper towel, toilet paper, I mean, whatever, you know, you name the shit. That's what I like bulk buy from Costco. Paper plates, even like certain types of frozen, like really if they have stuff on sale, it's good. Their sales are very good. It's just that they're like, if you're shopping at Costco for like regular pricing, it is honestly not great. Like, it's not bad. It's always, like, a decent value. But Costco is carried by their sales. Their sales are, like, the true good value. George, were you a toilet paper bulk buyer during COVID, or were you already on the bidet wave? I've been using a bidet for, like, over a decade. So, Yeah, I've been on the bidet train forever. I also keep a lot of toilet paper in stock. It was something that my parents always did, is whenever toilet paper used to go on sale, they used to buy a pack of it, right? Or they'd buy like multiple packs and they filled underneath the cabinets. So like, you know, growing up we had like two bathrooms, right? Like my parents' bathroom, and then like we had like a bathroom that was like our bathroom / the house bathroom or whatever. So both of those bathrooms, there was like a cabinet, you know, with some like shelving in it, and there was like the whole like cabinet, like whatever, 2 shelves or whatever, was like full of toilet paper. And this way, you're never really running out of toilet paper, right? You always bulk buy or restock when you don't have to have good to keep on top of things. I agree. It's on M5. I mean, you buy the stuff when it's on sale and then you always have it, and if there's ever shortages or they run out for whatever reason, you're not even worried about it, dude. You're not even that worried about it, you know? I'm not gonna lie too. I was crazy minimalist, right? Before. So I talked about it before, but like let's just say back before I got married and I just like lived with my parents, right? I'm not even kidding. When I moved from my parents' house to like my house now, right? I have a pickup truck. It took me 2 trips to move everything I own. Trip 1 was like my streaming setup, so like my desk, my computers, my monitors, like all that kind of stuff, right? 1 trip, literally, not that much stuff. Okay. Trip 2 was my clothing, a couple of personal items here and there. Really, honestly, didn't even have much, and like that's it. Like I had literally room left over on the second trip. Okay. Then, you know, like during that time is like, you know, that's I bought my house, you know, whatever, like around the around the pandemic and stuff like that, little like after, during, I don't know, whatever. So what's it called? Dude, I have so much shit. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy how much shit I have. Because I have kids now, right? Like, if there's, I don't know, not for nothing, to me at least, you know, pandemic and stuff was a bit of a wake-up call. Like, before I wouldn't really care that much because it was just me, but, like, you know, now I've got kids, bro. Who's this guy? You brought a black shirt and maybe some socks? Pretty much, dude. I didn't have very much clothing, even. Like, I probably, hypothetically, if I would have stacked my pickup truck up, I could have moved everything probably in 1 pickup truck load. Like, what I'm telling you, like, I had maximum minimalist at the time. Compared to now, you love being a minimalist. I used to like it, but when you have kids, it's, like, a complete different story. My Challenger? Oh, that was just a lease. So once the lease was over, I just, you know, turned it back in. Why is this guy in Repel? Okay. No more donuts? No, I wasn't doing any donuts, dude. Do I know how to drive a stick? Yes. Yeah, I've done donuts before, but like, I don't need to do them like, you know. I wouldn't have done them in like my Challenger. It just would have like eaten through the tires. They're not like burnout tires. They were just street tires. Also, there's like, you could go to places that have like burnout pads and stuff like that as well. I learn how to drive a stick. I mean, there's like places that will give you like lessons if you really want. I had a friend that had a an old car, and they just, you know, taught me on it basically, and you learn really fast. At least I don't know, I did. It was not very hard. If I ever purchase a luxury car? Yeah. Well, I have a luxury truck right now. Oh my god, am I whiffing, bro? Yeah, I have an Escalade right now. That's like a luxury truck. I have two cars. Me and my wife like both share our cars. We have I have my pickup truck, which I've had for like, I don't know, like 5.5 years, and then I got an Escalade too, because an extended Escalade, because now we have kids. It's a nice car, a lot of space, very nice. Cybertruck. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Cybertrucks. Actually, funny enough, one of my really good friends has one. He like pre-ordered one years ago when they first got announced, and he was one of the first people to have one. But I just do not like it very much, to be honest. I'm not a fan of the Cybertruck. I think it's ugly. Nice. Saw someone towing something with a Cybertruck for the first time a couple days ago. Oh no, I'm gonna be honest. My friend that has a Cybertruck, you know why he actually bought it? This is literally why he bought it. So he bought the Cybertruck because he ordered it all those years ago. He was a big Halo fan growing up, and he liked how it looked, kind of like a warthog. I'm not even kidding. I mean, they're not as bad as people make them out to be. Like, inside the car, they're decently nice. They drive decently nice. Like, I don't know. They're just really overpriced for what they are, and I don't think that they look very good. He must be loaded. I mean, he's a dentist. He makes good money. Definitely makes good money. He actually, yeah, he wrapped it in like Halo green, like Spartan green. He literally wrapped it in like Spartan green. It doesn't, it's like, I don't know. I would never buy one, but I think the hate is definitely like, I think the hate for that car is way overblown. They're not bad if you're in one, but once you have to step out of it, it sucks. I thought he was going to say he's the Master Chief. Turret gun on top. Yep. Ooh, I love plane. I don't think that anybody that has a Cybertruck cares about towing capacity, dude. What am I drinking? I'm drinking my pain away in this video game. It's not right up there in your list of cars you buy with it. No, I don't. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I would never buy a Cybertruck. I mean, I would never say no. Like if the okay, let's fucking change gears here. Everybody would never buy a Cybertruck because they're crazy expensive, right? They're like $100,000 for a Cybertruck. What if a Cybertruck? What if you were able to buy a Cybertruck lightly used, like a year old or something like that, and it was 20 grand? You'd probably think about it then, right? What about 30? Right? I mean, bro, you can't even get a new car for that fucking price these days, right? The average new car these days are 50,000. So I think it's mostly just a price issue with it. It is kind of ugly too, in my opinion. But they're not like the worst vehicles ever. You take a Raptor over a Cybertruck? Okay, well the Raptor's 150 grand. The Cybertruck in this crazy scenario is 20,000, 30,000. You have to spend the money out of your pocket. Which one are you buying? Ooh. Ah! Hold on, I'm gonna get this guy. Where is he? Oh, shit. I fucking hit the bar twice, bro! You just despise pure electric vehicles. You stand with the hydrogen engine if we're truly going eco-friendly. I'm not even talking about it from an eco perspective, but like people that just irrationally hate electrical vehicles are like really weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like... I'll give you a really good example. There's one of my uncles, okay? I asked him as a hypothetical scenario, okay? I asked him as a hypothetical scenario. I was like, let's just say, he said he would never buy an electric car, no fucking matter what, okay? So it completely illogical, like the things that I told him. So I told him, let's just go to a crazy hypothetical scenario. The car that he has right now probably gets like, I don't know, like 300-400 miles of range, okay? I was like, let's just go with a crazy scenario. Your same exact car, no change, except it's electric, okay? It gets 1,000 miles of range, it charges in 5 minutes, okay? And there's charging stations everywhere magically. And it's $50,000 cheaper, okay? Would you get the electric version? Okay, and I was like, and gas is now $10 a gallon. He said, no. I never would drive electric. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, are we real right now? Like, I don't have an electric car, bro, and I don't think I would buy one. No, I was giving him a hypothetical scenario. I was giving him a hypothetical scenario of which he may possibly buy an electric vehicle. I told him his exact same car, half price, but it's electric. Charges in 5 minutes, has 1,000 miles of range instead of on gas being like 300-400. He still said no. He said he would not do it. And my point is, There's people that are completely illogical about electric cars. They're completely illogical. Like, they just absolutely hate them no matter what. And once again, I don't have an electric car. He probably has some logic that he can't quite explain. No, he literally said that he does not trust electric cars, no matter what, and he just would never get anything but a gas car. He said he does not care how expensive gas gets. He does not care how good electric cars get. He would literally never buy an electric car, no fucking matter what. I just find it interesting. There's definitely a lot of people that are like that, where they would never... electrical cars generally have less parts that can break, hypothetically, so they're generally, like, less maintenance, less to repair. Moving away from being able to work on their own vehicles, eventually constantly control your car and force it to the side of the road. That already is a thing, dude. What are you talking about? That has been a thing since, like, the early 2000s. Multiple different brands of vehicles have their own brand of... for gasoline-powered cars, or electric, where they could stop the vehicle. I mean, if you have, like, any General Motors car, they have OnStar. Toyota has something else. I forgot what they have. Toyota has something like that, too. Chrysler has something, or slash whatever, Stellantis. Ford has, like, blue something. I forgot what the hell it's... Pretty much every car brand has a way that they could remotely stop your car. It needs updates like a phone. Well, I mean, a lot of people just want to drive a car that's, like, nice, and that's it. They don't really care. I don't think it's like a child looking at their first electric toy they can ride in. I will never understand the fucking jerking. Like, and I have always driven gas cars, always bought gas cars, probably will still continue to. I'm just so confused at, like, the fucking irrational, like the fucking mental gymnastics that people go through. You think at its core it's, like, anti-government, but that, like, doesn't even make sense. Like, gas-powered cars, once again, can just be shut down. Actually down that guy. This guy just took my kill. Does he more good with lithium and cobalt mines? I don't know, bro. I'm not here to fucking discuss, like, political, environmental stuff. I'm just talking about from, like, a practical perspective. I don't get the level of hate. It's just weird to me. Ooh, armor. They praise her being eco-friendly. Who here is having a fucking environmental discussion? Only you. I'm not even talking about that shit at all. Okay. I always love, like, this is one of my favorite things. This is one of my favorite things, when there's people who would literally, like, pour oil on a duck and then set it on fire, want to talk about the environmental properties of an electric vehicle versus a gas vehicle. Like, why are we having this discussion? Let's be real, you do not care about that, and it's fine. That's not what we're talking about here. We're just comparing the fucking vehicles. We're just comparing, like I said, I don't get the irrational hate. And let's be honest, that is 1000% not a fucking consideration for you. The environmental factor of, like, a gas vehicle versus an electric. Let's just not even fucking talk about it. Those are the bells and whistles and, like, updating or retrofitting. Well, I mean, most people like to get new shit, right? That's, you know, we make progress and stuff like that over the years and over time and all that kind of stuff, right? People want newer, better stuff. That's a natural thing, right? There are people who always want the new thing to help be lazier. I don't know, sometimes, or want to show off, maybe, or just generally don't care. I mean, or people just like nice stuff. I mean, if you work hard, right, and you're looking to buy a fucking vehicle, right, you bust your ass all the time, you work a bunch of hours, you drive a lot, whatever, you like having a nice vehicle and you're about to drop money for it, you're the one sitting in the car all day, every day, right? Not the fucking other people. I don't think that that's that much of a consideration for... I'm sure that... I mean, there definitely are people where they want to just impress other people or whatever, but, I mean... A lot of people just like having a nice car, right? They like having a new car. They like having new features in their car. That excites people. That's why people buy new cars. Would I swap to electric? I don't think I would buy an electric car, but I mean, like, there's, you know, I don't know, there's some fucking cool stuff. I like new shit, dude. I like new shit. What am I getting fucking spotted by, dude? Ow, man, what the fuck is shooting at me? Oh, this guy's down here, what the fuck? I'm gonna try to chase this guy down. How are you alive, okay? You don't own anything newer than 2017, and your oldest is a 71 Camaro, and you have money, so it's whatever. I don't know. The vast majority of people that, like, have a decent amount of money are not going to do that. Most people that can afford a new vehicle or a newer vehicle, most people are gonna, like, you know, and they, especially if they drive a decent amount, are going to buy something that's newer and more reliable. Now, everyone's different. Everyone has their own fucking choices and opinions they can make, but that would be the majority of people, assuming that you're saying you have the money to do so, would buy a new car. Can't fix stupid. I don't think it's fixing stupid. I mean, you would be in the extreme minority of people who exclusively wanted to drive older vehicles like voluntarily while allegedly having money and able to buy a nicer, newer vehicle. Like the extreme minority. Most, especially if people are like driving to a job or something like that, they're getting paid decently well. They don't want to deal with a car breaking down or having problems and shit like that. Did I miss my C8? No, not really. I don't even have time to drive anymore, dude. I really don't. Unless I'm going somewhere. Like Starbucks, like corporate America, it's what everybody wants. I mean, it's just literally not even true. It's like not even it's a horrible fucking comparison. Just because you have the money to buy a new car doesn't mean new car. I mean, most people that have the money to buy a new car comfortably are going to buy a new car. You're going to want to get something that's like nice or newer, whatever, maybe a few years old or something, because when you buy something that's like newer, it's going to be much more reliable, generally speaking. I mean, parts just begin to fail after X amount of years, right? Normally, maybe after like the 5, 6, 7, 8, 10-year mark. I mean, Starbucks compared to regular, like food and vehicles are not the same thing. I mean, a better example is you. I mean, here you go. Buying a, I mean, it'll still give you entertainment technically, right? I don't know if you're on console or PC, but why don't you buy a fucking 10, 15-year-old PC? It'll still run a lot of video games, right? It'll still run a lot of video games, right? It'll still browse the internet just fine. You could easily have a 10-plus-year-old computer, right? That's a way better example. I mean, you could use a 10-year-old phone, right? It still works. I mean, it's the same thing with older cars. They're going to be inherently worse in every single way, essentially. Outside of, like, looks, maybe. They're going to get worse gas mileage. They're going to perform worse. They're going to be less technologically advanced, right? They are going to... I mean, there's pretty much zero upsides. They get safer every year. And now there's nothing wrong with buying an older car, right? Assuming you need, whatever. Either you don't have the money or you want to save the money or you don't want to spend the money, whatever. I mean, that's all fine. I think you need to stop giving analogies. Your analogies are really bad. I don't think it's something that's helping your argument. You're actually harming your argument like horribly with these analogies. Done, Spirit. These guys are such baiters, it's actually crazy. The fuck? Oh my god. You'll skip EVs just to wait for the Hydra or power move? I mean, I'm not even telling you to buy an EV. I just don't understand the logic. I just don't understand the logic. It reminds me of my, like, uncle, who is, like, completely resistant to, like, any change, like, whatsoever. He literally, by the way, he literally told me even if he got an EV for free, he would literally just get it. He would literally have it crushed. Like, if he had his same exact car that he was driving, but it was a magical EV that had 1,000 miles of range charged in 5 minutes, you know, perfectly reliable, and it was free, he would literally just fucking get it crushed. And he would never fucking drive it ever. No, he said crush, not even sell. Because he hates electric vehicles that much. Well, like I said, I do not have an EV. I have 2 big-ass American V8s, dude. Fucking 6.2 liter V8s. Okay? Massive fucking full-size pickup truck and SUV. Okay? Literally the polar opposite of electric vehicles. My point is, I bought those cars because I like gas motors, right? They also they hold their value a bit better than electric. I just like gas. I don't drive very much. The economics don't really make sense for me for electric and stuff like that. And, you know, that's it. Right? Okay. So that's it, pretty much. So I bought gas vehicles. Right? I will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. Okay? I don't see myself buying an electric car, probably, unless I just want one, I guess. Okay? But with that being said, I don't get the irrational electric car hate. I think that you just make a fucking decision, like, based on what's best for you, and that's it. But, like, to ignore... There are benefits to electric cars and gas cars. That's it. Electric cars will also be overcome by some new tech. It's called innovation. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever. For now, I'm just gonna continue driving gas. It makes more sense for me. And, you know, we'll just go from there. I'll never get the never electric. Or electric's all bad. Or people who, let's be honest, give approximately negative 3,000 fucks about the environment, making an environmental argument, which I'm not even fucking talking about. That is always my favorite one. Or people that think because I'm having this conversation means that I like electric vehicles or have one or something, when it's literally the polar opposite. It's just a fucking, you know, that's it. There's pluses and minuses of everything. I feel like it's almost like a political thing, dude, at this point. Like, it doesn't even fucking make any sense. They're just fucking cars. Stick to your Corvette because you're not a soft-handed, bitch-made sissy boy. Fair enough. Well, I don't know. This is it, right? Like, look, for me, if I get an electric car, they depreciate by about fucking 50% over like 2-3 years, right? Easily. More. Okay? Then on top of it, where I live, the registration for a car is like $200 a year for a gas car. Registration for an electric car, I think, is like $1,000 or something. Okay. Plus, once again, like the depreciation. I don't drive that much. So let's just say I buy the exact same car, but the gas variant. It's the same price and everything. The registration every year is like $200. Gas is cheap where I live. It doesn't really matter. I don't drive that much. And because I don't drive that much, the depreciation over the next time, over the same amount of time, would be like, I don't know, probably 20-30% depreciation compared to 50. But that's it. And I kind of like gas more in some ways, right? Like, I think they both have positives and negatives, but that microwave ain't replacing your 6.2-liter hog. Okay. Well, the registration is higher because, let's see. Let's see. Oh, actually, it says. Oh, wait. Well, maybe it was because I was gonna get a Hummer. I was gonna get the Hummer EV or the Escalade EV, and those were like literally $1,000 for registration. That might be why. My God, I knew he was there too. I just wanted to bait him out, bro. Sounds like you wanted the electric version, your wife did it. No. I was going to end up getting like an Escalade either way, probably. So a fully loaded electric Escalade is like 50 or 60,000 more than the gas version. Plus, it's like it's like $200 a year for the registration versus like $300. And also the electric version will depreciate by like literally 50%, 60%, 70% over the course of like how long I'm going to keep the vehicle. So it did not make any sense. Yeah, the new electric Escalade is nice. Also, the new electric Escalade, too, one downside about it is the back of it is, like, swooped down. It's, like, swooped down in the back. So, you actually lose some, like, cargo space and stuff. Your gas version will still go on about... I mean, it doesn't depreciate as bad as electric. It's not even close. Real steel versus plastic. I like the look of old cars, but they're objectively worse in every single way than new cars. There's no logical reason to buy an older car other than if you like the look of it, or if it's a financial reason. That's pretty much it. Or I guess if you want to work on your own car, I guess the newer cars are harder to work on. Are you drunk? 71 Camaro versus a 2022 Model D. There's no Model D Tesla. I don't even know what you're saying. Yeah, if you're in a 71 Camaro and you get hit by a lifted F-250, you're going to die. More than likely, right? That real steel is not going to do you very well. If you get hit in a, 2025 vehicle, your chances of surviving are way fucking higher. The reason that the cars, they're called crumple zones. And the reason that they crumple is so that your body doesn't crumple and you don't die. Or get injured. Either the car takes the impact or your body takes the impact. They don't make them like they used to. Thank God. Yes, definitely. This is really cinema. I feel like this guy's trolling, bro. Like, there's no way, right? This can't be fucking real. Like, not understanding crumple zones? I don't believe it. I don't think it's real. I think he's trolling. Oh, the game? Okay. I mean, it's not a maybe. There's a bazillion examples of modern vehicles versus older vehicles getting into car accidents and who lives and who doesn't. It's just an absolute fact. It's not something to argue about or even have a discussion about. Older cars are significantly more dangerous and less survivable in an accident. It's not even like close. Not in a brochure. There's a million different studies. Bro, what the fuck? I hate Fenrir. Bro, where is this? Okay, and I just get fucking too pumped from a mile away. Buy safety wrapped in plastic while you buy fun. I don't know what you're saying. If you're allegedly saying how rich you are or whatever, you could just buy multiple vehicles. You could just buy a fucking new car that's reliable, and I don't know. We started this conversation first started about like electric vehicles and like the irrationality. Of like people who like are completely against them, like, no matter what, basically, right? You have 9 vehicles in one ass. I don't know, 9 pieces of shit, obviously. Who buys a car, how safe they are? I mean, anything that's newer is just going to be safer. You take any modern vehicle and it gets into a car accident with any older vehicle at any significant fucking speed, the person in the old car dies, the person in the new car lives. It's been proven over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Thousands and thousands and thousands of, like, just unlimited, virtually literally unlimited amounts of fucking comparisons, tests, studies, like cars from whatever 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s, even like every decade there's major improvements in car safety, major. We're just saying now we're on a different topic. We're just talking about new versus old cars. We're like, Legend, thank you very much for the 64-month, or sorry, 95-month resub. Welcome back, very much appreciate it. What's going on, Legend? How's it going, buddy? I'm just talking about everything in general. There are two benefits to older cars, okay? And this is coming from right now. I'm actually like looking around for the next car that I want to buy is like an extra car. I'm gonna get a Lincoln Continental from the 1960s, okay? I'm saying for a fact there's only one thing that's cool about that car: the way it fucking looks. Everything else about that car is objectively fucking worse in every single way. It gets worse gas mileage, it's slower, it has less technology, it will be less reliable, it'll be, less safe. There's one benefit. There's literally one single benefit to that car. It fucking looks cool. And that's why I'm gonna buy one. Not for any other fucking reason. There's zero any other reasons. Here's somebody who thought that cruise control meant autopilot and turned it on and went to make coffee in the back of the RV and they went off a cliff. That person is fucking stupid. I mean, I feel bad, but like that's just some fucking Darwin shit, bro. I'm sorry. That's fucking crazy. The World Series is still on? What the fuck? Oh, their kitchen? Why don't I even take this shit? No, I'm pretty sure I have allergies right now or some shit, bro. I don't fucking know. Or one of my kids was sick like a few days ago. They might have got me sick. They were coughing in my face, so that'll generally do it. We'll see. I mean, overall, I feel fine. Just my nose is like kind of stuffy. That's all. It's nothing that big. Oh my god, I'm getting my feet cut off by some like spastic freak running in. Been playing 7 hours and it's tied the record for the longest World Series game right now. Society designed to live in fear so they buy more safety. I mean, there's more safety and stuff like that, right? Why is our life expectancy up? Oh, I don't know. Probably because everything has fucking gotten safe and fucking better, safer and better over the years. It's called improvement over time. Or we're not stuck in the past. You could still buy and appreciate things from the past, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Or look back on it fondly, but I mean, generally things improve over time for the most part. Someone has kids, safety is a massive concern. I guess this guy doesn't have kids. Probably not. Oh no. I mean, I kind of know the type. They're just people that are like very stuck in like their ways. Uh. Who ended up winning? Did the Dodgers win? Yo, what's up, Topsy? Yeah, wife and kids are good, dude. Everyone's good. I actually, so it's funny that you mentioned that. I did actually do. I was not lazy. So there's a guy that I used to train with a lot back when I was like in better shape and shit like that, right? There's a guy that I used to train with, and I used to do. He's a ex-Navy SEAL, and I used to do physical training with him and like range and shooting training. What are we fucking doing here? Okay. And I did another round with him, actually, like 2 days ago. I did another round with him. Yeah, I did. I'm honestly really fucking sore. Maybe that's why I'm getting sick, potentially. Because it was outside. No, but I'm trying to do once a week with him again. So, hour of physical activity and 30 minutes of like tactical range time. So, best thing you've heard in ages. Well, thanks. Yeah. Oh, trying to do once a week, so we'll see. Physical training before going to the range. I don't know. That's the way he has me doing it, so. But chat, it could be anything. True. Causes fatigue, stress, and is more realistic. Yeah, I don't know. The way that he was explaining it is he likes to do the physical training first, pretty much for what you're saying, because it puts you in like a heightened state, like you would be like in an actual situation. So, but I did a lot of physical training. He basically had me like lifting a bunch of fucking rocks and shit, and like sprinting them up like a hill, up and down a hill. Stuff like that. And then I did pistol training and some like short barrel like rifle training. So it went pretty good though. I thought I was gonna be really rusty, and it honestly went pretty good. I thought I was gonna be much worse, but it actually held up pretty well. If they are so didn't your uncle make you do that at house? Yes, that's true, dude. Well, Well, I gotta just get in now, like, a couple workouts a week, make time for it. A couple workouts a week, and this way, you know, I mean, an hour a week with this guy for physical training is not gonna be enough. Get into jiu-jitsu? I don't know. Maybe. I might do it once my sons are a little bit older. I might, like, do it with them. There's a guy that's, my friends take their kids there. He is a, black belt in jiu-jitsu and jiu-jitsu and, I forgot what else. Something else. And, he also does, I don't know, there's like a few things. And he used to fight competitively. It's a great start, hour weekly. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a day. Like, I've been pretty busy the last few days. But, trying to do like maybe 2 days a week on my own. Like 1 day a week with this guy. Hey, what's a deviation? Well, good luck, good luck, good luck. Yeah, that's true. Oh, this guy's just laying over here for some reason. Holy horrendous player. What's up, Steve-O? Yeah, my uncle actually did do that to me when I was like a teenager. Basically, I was in like high school, and it was when I first started working out. And I went over to his house, and he's like, "Hey, I have a crazy workout for you." And I was like, "Cool." Like, you know, I was like really just getting into it and stuff. And like, he was building a retaining wall in his backyard, and wherever he ordered the rocks from, they just put the pallets at the end of his driveway. and he had me and my cousins carry up like, I'm talking like thousands of fucking rocks up his like driveway, which is super long. And just put them where they were supposed to be so that like he had somebody that was coming to put it together. Smart man. That's free labor right there. If you do conditioner, do it at reduced intensity. Yeah, I think I probably will. I'll probably just go like pretty easy. The days that I'm just on my own, I'm just gonna I was thinking of doing like maybe doing like 2-3 body parts in a day and like doing some of my old workout routines, like obviously like lower, right? Lower weight, lower reps, lower sets for now, just to get back into things. And then train with this dude like once a week. That's it. Sniffing that gear again, not to fall asleep while streaming? No. I either have allergies or one of my kids got me sick. I'm not positive. It's like weird. I don't like actually feel sick. I just have a stuffy nose and like kind of a headache. Not even really, to be honest. So I also have been like fucking over like working myself and stuff like that, not sleeping well, so it could just be that too. I don't fucking know. Something. But either way, I feel like fine. No, it's all good. I have COVID 3026. Nice. I'm gonna turn into the flood. That sounds cool, bro. Yeah. Well, basically, I just don't want to, like... I went into this, like, completely... I don't know. I actually did way better than I thought, though, I will say. I honestly thought I was just going to be, like, dead and, like, gassed. But I surprisingly went pretty well. I think it's because I still, like, even though, like, I don't technically do that much shit anymore, right? Like, in terms of, like, working out. But I do, like, a lot of physical activity around my house constantly, right? Like, you know, moving shit around my house all the time. Like, just different stuff like that. I mean, it's not, like, the same thing as exercising, but it's better than just sitting still and, like, not doing anything, right? Will George make a return? I don't know about that. I just want to like, I don't know. I just felt like I just want to like work out again a little bit. I actually hate working out, but oh my god, why are you here? But you know, you feel good when you work out, and the guy that I wanted to get back into like, you know, like tactical shooting training and stuff like that, and the guy that I do it with, like I know him like pretty well. He's a cool guy. We're like kind of friends and stuff like that as well. And he's like, dude, you got to get back on the physical training and stuff as well. And I'm like, he is right, and it just kind of like pushed me to do it. So. Sounds like a good knowledge teacher made it tough for you, but doable. No point in destroying you in 15 minutes, then you die for 45 minutes and then can't shoot. Yeah. It was obviously it wasn't as intense as like, you know, when I was going all the time, but like I said, I think he found a good middle ground for getting back into things. Nothing better than feeling sore after a good workout. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, if I could just be in like good physical shape and like, you know, had the health benefits but never had to work out, I would probably never work out. But I mean, that's not how it works, right? Oh yeah, I definitely. I think he was just trying to get a feel for like what point I was at, because I haven't even done anything with him in like years at this point. I've kept in touch with him and stuff. He did security at my wedding. He brought 3 other Navy. I had 4 Navy SEALs as security at my wedding. Circle is a great shape, so. But I've kept in touch with them. Like, we're cool and stuff. You had SEALs, you already said that. I just know some, like, this one guy from, like, I've done, like, training with him for both, like, shooting and, like, physical training. And, I don't know, I just wanted, like, good security at my wedding because, so, for Middle Eastern weddings and stuff like that, there's a lot of people that are there, and you're given a lot of gifts, and it's not uncommon for weddings to get, like, robbed and stuff like that. So, normally people just hire, like, a basic security company, but I just hit this guy up, and I was like, yo, dude, you want to come to my wedding? And, like, I'll obviously pay you and stuff like that to do security there, and you bring some of your, like, boys and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, we could definitely do that. So they came, and it was like the same price as like a regular security company, because he was just like doing it as like a favor. I asked him like, how much should I, you know, like how much is it? He's like, well, what's the other security company charging you? And I told him the price, and he's like, yeah, he's like, that sounds good. You had 16 SF Lads ratings as guests, though. Yeah. Well, they were security and stuff, but they were like at the wedding and all that too. They were hanging out and stuff. Like I want to. Oh, I didn't kill that guy. I wanted them to enjoy themselves as well. Oh, he had a fucking LMG. Oh, he didn't have an LMG. What the hell? Okay, never mind. That sounded weird. I mean, it doesn't happen very often, but you just wanna... Like I said, nothing probably would have happened, to be honest, but it's just a precautionary thing, that's all. It's just a precautionary thing. Like, security at weddings is, like, really common here. Because, you know, like, let's just say, I mean, dude, some of these weddings, let's just say you have 1,000 guests at your wedding, right? Which I didn't have that many, but let's just say you do, right? There's a lot of weddings that are like this, okay? Each person that comes to the wedding will give you a minimum, an absolute minimum of $100. Close family and friends will give you much more. You know, several hundred, to some people, even several $1,000s potentially, right? Okay, so let's just say, like, you get an average of, like, maybe say even like 200. Let's just say it's $200 a person, right? You have 1,000 people times $200 per person. That's $200,000, right? And that money, you need that money too, because that's what pays for the wedding, right? So that's how you pay all your vendors in the hall. They don't charge you in advance. So, right? You're talking now, let's just say, probably half of that will be cash. Half will be cash, half will be checks. So, you could be, if you're hosting a wedding, you'll have between, anywhere between maybe, I don't know, like 50 to like, dude, some of these weddings are so big and so extravagant. There's people that'll have like, several $100,000 in gifts. So, basically you want security, right? Like just in case. And generally like half of it is like I said, no one will give you a blender. It's all going to be either a check or cash. I always actually write a check specifically for that reason. So this way, if for whatever reason it gets like lost, stolen, whatever, something like that, I could just reissue them another check. So like I just went to my cousin's wedding. 200K is pocket change for the 9-car 3-kid guy. It's so nice when your sister got married, you got 500 cash for being her brother, you were balling at 10. But if you wanted the blender, well, you could take the money and buy one. Most of the time, your wedding, like my wedding, I like lost money on, but that's because I went like extra extravagant. But that's fine. I don't really care, to be honest. But most people make a little bit of money off their wedding, and then it's enough to pay for their like honeymoon. So you'll be able to pay your vendors, you'll pay the hall, you pay for everyone's food and drinks, everything like that, and whatever's left over is yours, and you'll have enough money. So it's actually pretty cool. Like you get to have a very nice party, and free of charge, right? And generally your honeymoon's covered after. DJX looks different. It definitely looks better, that's for sure. There's just a lot of cheaters and there's not a lot of content. The community is honestly really negative right now, but hopefully next season we get some good updates, because this season was tragically awful. But if you haven't played in a while, there's going to be a lot of content for you to catch up on, so it won't be bad. But if you've been in it, playing it every day, it's been pretty dry. It's tradition to shoot like 10 shots in the air at weddings. Nobody's pulling up after hearing that. I don't know, dude. Got married at the courthouse. Hey, less headache, that's for sure. Well, I'm saying, if you had the option, let's just say you had a very large family, a lot of friends and stuff like that that wanted to attend your wedding and stuff, and you could have an extremely extravagant wedding, and afterwards your honeymoon was paid for, would you not do it? Compared to just going to the courthouse? Goodbye, bitch beard. Someone close to where you live got married at their neighborhood. But the thing is, the funny part is, okay, I'll give you an example. Toxic Pineapple. You getting married at the courthouse, which is probably like, whatever. Just you need a marriage license, right? It's like $30 or something, probably. You probably spent more money, like, on your wedding than most people that throw these extravagant weddings do. You don't think so, but you're a money hoarder? But what if you were able to you would essentially make money from this, from your wedding? Right? The trick is to make it a destination wedding. This way no one you know can afford to go and they just send you money. That is true. even if I can't go to a wedding, I still have to send a gift. If it's like, you know, close family and stuff. I actually got really lucky with my wedding in a lot of ways because you wanted a wedding to make a shit ton of money off people, your wife isn't into it. It's not even necessarily about like making, like I said, for example, I didn't make money on my wedding, but there's a couple reasons for that. So my wedding, one of the things for my wedding is my wedding was coming right out of the pandemic. So when I got married and stuff, there was like no restrictions and stuff at the time. But the problem was when we planned the wedding, which takes a long time, right? We planned it with the restrictions in mind. So we were able to expand things a bit, but not too much. And honestly, I didn't really care. I just, whatever. My wife really wanted, my wife only cared about one thing a lot, which was like a lot of flowers, which our flowers were like actually fucking insane. But they do look really good, and those pictures will always look really good, right? So, and then everybody came. I will say, though, I was expecting to lose a lot of money on my wedding, and I didn't even lose that much because people were pretty generous with the gifts. Because I think because they knew there was like less people because of the you know, restrictions from the pandemic and stuff like that. If you were guaranteed to make your money back, then maybe... No, you would be virtually guaranteed to make money, not make your money back. You would make money. So, like, let's just say you host a wedding. Most people that have their wedding will make, like, $10,000 to $20,000 off their wedding. Some people less, some people more, right? Some people do lose money on their weddings, but it's normally if they overspend, basically. So basically, you get a very, very, very nice party. You'll have hundreds of people there, friends and family for you, of you and your spouse. They will all give you gifts, which will cover the full expenses of the wedding, which is, once again, very extravagant. It'll be steak dinner, chicken, veggies on the side. It'll be like a 7-course meal. There'll be a band that's playing live music. You know, dessert, after snacks, all that kind of stuff. Beautiful hall, beautiful flowers, beautiful ceremony, all that kind of stuff. And then on top of it, you'll still make 5, 10, 15, 20 grand. That you could then spend on a, you know, a very nice honeymoon and maybe help you get started in life, or, you know, down payment, help you put a down payment on whatever you want. You can do whatever you want with it, right? So... Some people's families are broke as hell. I'm saying for Middle Eastern weddings, they're generally... It would be very rare to not make money. If you didn't overspend. Like I said, for example, I didn't make money on my wedding. That's because I had extremely extravagant, like, flowers and stuff like that, right? And I had less people because of the, like, restrictions and all that kind of stuff that were not technically in place at that time, but they were... We were during the planning, we were. I mean, that's going to happen. You're going to get gifts that are, like, less, but it's going to even out. It's going to even out. Like, there's some people that are just, like, going to leave you, like, you know, not a lot of money, right? It's going to happen. I mean, I'm not gonna call the people out, but even at my wedding, there was like, it was only like you know, a couple people, but there were people that were like super old and stuff like that, and they actually even have money, but they just have no fucking clue what inflation is and that like things go up. So they left us like, for 2 people coming to my wedding, they left us like $40. Like, but that's because they're like literally 90 years old, and like, by the way, they're rich. They just think a wedding costs like $20 a person because they're old as fuck, you know. Now, mind you, every person that came to my wedding, like a per person cost was like probably like $150 to $170 per person, something like that. Cost. So technically, I mean, I'm still happy they came, whatever, but like, with them coming, right, basically for the 2 of them coming or something like that, it was, whatever, you lost $150 a person or something. But that's if you only want to think of it in, like, financial sense. $200 or no entry. Most people, because they know that weddings are about, you know, 150 a person cost wise for our weddings, they'll leave you 200 or more. If they're, you know, most people now leave like 250 or more because of the cost has gone up a lot. All right, I'm done. This enough. It's not even alcohol. It's just sparkling water, dude. I don't know why it took me so long to drink it, honestly. Oh, okay, he just ran at me, okay. Would you rather spend 30K on a wedding or pass on the wedding and spend the best honeymoon ever? I would rather, like, so this is the thing that you're not getting is, it's a different scenario here. If you, for most, not all, I guess, but like most Middle Eastern people, right? If you spend 30 grand on a wedding, you're going to get like probably $35,000 in gifts. So you get the $30,000 wedding, and then you could take the $5,000 that you made and go on a nice honeymoon. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the same rules basically don't apply. Honestly, most weddings are like 6 figures for the most part. And you'll end up making back, like, they're like probably around 100 grand. You don't spend any of this money up front. All of your vendors know that this is the case. Assuming they know you, whatever, all this kind of stuff, right? Some of them might require, like, a bigger deposit if, like, they don't know you or whatever. But most of them, like, know you, know the families, all that kind of stuff. They're not going to charge you any money up front. Like, the hall that I got, they charged me no money up front. The guy who did my cake charged me no money up front. The band charged me no money. Like, no one charged me any money, basically. Right? There was, like, small deposits to save the day. I don't know. It was, like, maybe, like, $500 for each person or whatever. But, you know, compared to what I owed them, then afterwards I took all the gifts. I mean, for me, I had to pay more extra, but, you know, deposited all the gifts in my bank account, right? And then just wrote everybody fucking checks. That's it. Your sister's wedding, she had to pay the venue before the wedding. Very common. Very common. But that's because it's just different. Because you're not expected to profit off of your wedding. Right? If you're like if there's like ethnic weddings, basically, you're expected to kind of like make money off the wedding. I don't know, at least for Middle Eastern weddings. I know Italian weddings are pretty similar. Because one of my good friends is Italian. I know none of the Italian halls charge you in advance for anything. But yes, a lot of them are afraid that, like, something might happen or whatever. But most of them, they, like, know you. They know your family, like, whatever, so... I don't know. It's weird if you're not used to it, but... If only your family was rich. It's not even like a rich thing. Like, even people that are not well off do this. Because you just don't have to pay any of the money up front, you know? You weren't aware that you could get the money back from gifts. You've attended a couple of Yeah. Well, this is the difference, right? Like, let's just say somebody spent, like your example, someone spends $30,000 on a wedding, right? A traditional wedding. You're gonna basically get jack shit. Like, people might give you, like, a little bit of money here or there, like a fucking blender or something like that. The difference is, for a Middle Eastern wedding, you will get cold hard cash, currency, or a check. You will get nothing else. I got 0 gifts outside of money. None. None. Zero. Literally every single person gave me either cash or a check. I got nothing else. How am I getting hit by this shit, dude? What the fuck? Yeah, there's a cav. Bro. I'm Middle Eastern? Yeah. Yep. You would have given me a cappy? Okay, that's a pretty fucking good gift. I don't know where anybody is today. All right, let's relax. Relax. I know it's really common in like Italian weddings too. Like I said, one of my like best friends growing up was Italian, and their weddings are exactly like ours. Same with Greek weddings. Greek weddings are the same way. I don't know. Yeah, pretty much any Middle Eastern, Greek, Balkan weddings are the same. Probably like anything from the Baltics, I would assume, is probably kind of similar. I know Indian weddings are that way too, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I've been to like a couple of Indian weddings before. It was like pretty extravagant, and it seemed like people were giving gifts. The mob loves to give money too. Well, these people are not mobsters and stuff. They're just Italian, you know. They don't have to necessarily be mobsters. The trick to a free wedding is being Middle Eastern. Yes, it is a culturally ingrained thing that when somebody gets married, basically, regardless of how much money you have, you got to make it happen where you give them at least a decent gift. Like, even when I had no money, when I was, like, in college and stuff like that, and, like, my friends and stuff would get married, I would still give them, like, I mean, this was a long time ago, so money was worth less. I'd give them, like, $100, which is for, or $150, which was, like, a fucking lot for me back then. I mean, I only used to make, like, $8 an hour back then. So that was, like, a lot of fucking money for me, but I still made it happen, right? So, like, if I gave, like, a close friend, right, $150, that's like 18, 18, almost 19 hours of work for me. Dude, if you include taxes with it, I was probably working 20-something hours to fucking give my friend a gift for his wedding. I mean, you basically just make it happen, dude. That's it. You just gotta make it happen. Your family would seal all the gifts and sell it for crack. Be a Middle Eastern Mormon. 10 weddings and you can retire. True. It's actually true. If you were Middle Eastern, you tell your wife to fake a divorce and remarry. Boom. See, now that's the thing. If somebody gets remarried, probably most people will like not give you nice gifts. Like some people still will, but like probably most people are not even going to show up to your wedding. I mean, that's not weird. What, people being stingy or whatever? I mean, most people are not stingy when it comes to Middle Eastern. It's pretty rare. It's really like only like old people. It's literally only old people. All right, enough, bro. What's it called though? Yeah, funny enough, so there's people that I know that have, like, you know, they've gotten divorced and then they get remarried. Whenever they get divorced, like their first wedding that they have, right? Like their first marriage is normally like a big wedding, right? A lot of people attending, blah, 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 super happy. Dude, if somebody gets divorced, it's like probably just their close family is just going to show up. Probably just their family is going to show up. I visit with every single person that attended my wedding. I tried to, but I had like 300 people at my wedding, dude. Love giving gifts to people when it's your turn to get nothing. I mean, that's not what's gonna happen, to be honest. Well, it actually worked out kind of good. I would have probably had 1,000+ people at my wedding if it was like non-pandemic times. So it actually kind of worked out for me. Now I don't have to go to as many weddings in the future, and it was kind of nice because everybody knew that the wedding was still going to be really nice, but it was all closer friends and family, so they all left like nicer gifts. You don't give this exciting that they return. Well, I mean, the thing that'll change is eventually, right? The people who attend your wedding, right? You'll go to their wedding, right? Basically, you're just trading money back and forth, to be honest. Because, okay, let's just say I get married, right? Somebody gives me $200, right? Then, when that person gets married, I'm going to give them $200, probably $400, because me and my wife are going to go, right? So you got to do it by per person. But, like, for me, I was the last of my friends to get married, so when, you know, they were all getting married, I was giving them, like, $200 just for me, right? But then when they came to my wedding, they gave more, right? Because, you know, if you're not a piece of shit, you know that basically the cost of things goes up every few years, so, you know, you raise the amount that you're giving by a little bit, right? I mean, all my friends gave me really nice gifts. It was very generous of them. So, everyone from Siege or streaming attendance? Honestly, no. I would have invited a lot of people from like streaming and stuff like that, but I was not able to do so because we were limited on the amount of people. Dude, I had to cut out like actual family and friends that I wanted to invite. There's some people that I knew for 20 years. You know, and I couldn't invite them to my wedding. Just couldn't, you know, I only got to invite like 5 friends. My wife invited like 5 and I invited 5. That's what we limited it to. There's just, you know, no choice, unfortunately. I would have, you know, there's plenty of people I would have liked to invite, but it is what it is. You would have got shot for that Navy SEAL so fast if you came. They would have escorted you out of there quickly, expeditiously. It's not a common real religious, but who wants a fucking toaster, bro, or a blender as a gift? Give somebody a fucking check or cash. Dude, even when I go to weddings that are not Middle Eastern weddings where, you know, people are giving like a $20 gift card or some shit like that, dude, I still give them like $100 at least per person. Like me and my wife go $200. That's it. We write them a nice card, leave them a check for, you know, $200 at least, even if it's just like a backyard wedding. If I know it's going to be at a hall in a nice place, minimum $200, $250, $300, depends if it's like a, you know. I mean, dude, when my brother-in-law's, like, you know, when the rest of my wife has, like, several siblings that are not married, dude, I'm going to have to give them, like, $1,000 each. Like if one of your siblings gets married, it's like minimum 1,000. Why? No, just money, bro. Nothing else. Give money, give money! Like that fucking dude from GTA years ago. Just give money, bro. Don't overcomplicate things. Write them a fucking check. Call it a day. I mean, you can give them something sentimental, too. If you want. You know. I will actually say, there was one thing... Oh, why? I didn't even hear this guy. There is one thing that was, like, actually really nice. Okay, that somebody did send. Okay, so they gave us a gift, right? So, I don't know. I think they gave us, like, 500. It was actually... a guy, I mean, like, I call him, like, uncle, but he's technically just my dad's really good friend for, like, you know, ever, right? Like, whatever, 40 years. He came to my wedding and stuff like that, right? Him and his wife, and they gave me, like, I don't know, like, $500 or something, which is very nice. Like, $250 a person's nice for someone that's not, you know, directly blood-related and stuff. And then he also gave me, him and his wife gave me a card as well. And basically, it was a card from... I really don't get into religion and stuff like that here, but, like, you know, we're Catholic Christians, so he basically... It was very thoughtful. He got us a card where he went to like, a cathedral, and he got, like, the card blessed, and basically the card said, like, for the next, whatever, 365 days, the first year of your marriage, we'll be praying for you every day. Which was very nice, dude. Like, I still always remember that, right? I'll always remember that. That was extremely nice, you know? For him to do that. Very thoughtful, right? But, you know, you could do that, but he also gave a check, right? Right, there was basically a nice card that he wrote. Inside of it was the prayer card, and there was a check, right? If you're gonna, you could do the extra sentimental thing, whatever, right? But if someone just left the card in there, it would just be a cheap look. It would be a cheap look. You can't just leave the card. Everybody knows the cost of like how much these weddings are and stuff like that, and how much it is per person. Well, you don't open the gifts in front of people. You open them the next day. So. Well, actually, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that, because, like, this is like, there's literally like this is the fucking meme. Here's the fucking meme. It's that, like, the next day after the wedding is over, the husband is just opening every single card, just taking all the money and all the checks out and, like, totaling everything up and counting all of it. And then, like, the wife is, like, reading, like, all of the cards and, like, oh, look what they wrote. I mean, dude, basically what you have to do is, like, the next day after your wedding's over, you have to grab all of the fucking cards and stuff like that, right? You basically have to make an Excel sheet. This person gave me this much of a gift. This person gave me you basically make an Excel sheet. So I'm sitting there, dude, on my fucking laptop. We're sitting there. I'm on my laptop. I'm fucking flying, bro. I'm fucking flying. I'm inputting all these numbers. Whatever. This person, $500, check. This person, whatever, $200, cash. Blah, 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 right? And then my wife was, like, reading every single card. I was like, all right, you read them. I'm gonna get them organized. Well, because the thing is, you have to pay the vendors. Normally, the next day, the vendors want to be paid. guy and his elements are so obnoxious. Dude. Guy's not blind, I guess? He just stares into the flashbang. Okay. Write down who exactly rifted that all herself. Didn't trust you. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's gonna defuse in front of you, dumb fuck. Go over there! He's defusing the bomb, you stupid fuck! Oh my god. Guy's tossing my fucking elo. Casual elo in the toilet, bro. The husband's sitting next to the bill counter, dropping the stacks in. Pretty much, dude. Yeah, no, I mean I do. I have a spreadsheet, you know, that's basically like, all right. So when I go to somebody's wedding, I know how much they gave me. So pretty much if somebody was like a complete cheap fuck, right? You could be a cheap fuck back if you really want. I mean, I don't know. I don't really do that shit, to be honest. I just have the basic formula, and I move it up as I know the cost of things go up. But I kept the list mostly for, like, my mom really wanted to know, my mother-in-law, and, like, you know, whatever. They wanted to know how much people were giving and stuff like that, so... But I have a very basic formula. It's, if I'm just getting invited to, like, a backyard wedding that's not a fancy wedding or something like that, right? $100 per person. That's what you're getting from me. If it is a nice wedding in a hall with, like, a steak dinner and a band and all that kind of stuff, minimum $200, right? That's if I'm, like, basically just randomly getting invited to a wedding. I'm not close to the person, whatever. I know it's not going to be as nice of a wedding, blah, 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 right? Very extended family. Okay. If they're like, you know, I don't know, probably like a second cousin or something, or like not as close, whatever, you know, still technically family, probably like $250 a person. If they're like a first cousin, probably like $300 a person. If they're a sibling, probably like $500 a person. Or whatever, $1,000 for family, right? Are we fucking real? This guy's just jumping out. Why is this guy just playing Clash every round? Did I do a kid-free wedding? Yes. Not because I really wanted to. It would have been nice for some people to be able to bring their kids and stuff like that, especially the ones that, like, walked in the wedding or whatever, but just not really possible. Just not really possible. Like I said, we were limited on the amount of people. You're one of those people? No, I would have liked... Oh, that Clash is so dead. Let's go, baby. Get fucked, moron. No, we basically were forced to do a kid-free wedding, which... I mean, I'm happy I got married and stuff, like, when I did and everything, especially we didn't really know, like, how, like, long pandemic restrictions and stuff were gonna be. Like, or they were changing all the time when we were starting the initial planning and stuff, right? I mean, in an ideal world, I would have, you know, it would have been nice. I would have. There's definitely a lot of people that I like. You know, I didn't get to invite to my wedding that I would have liked to invite. But I mean, we literally had to keep it to like close family and friends and stuff like that. And that's like only people that are like really close. I would have loved to invite everybody else, but Not possible. It says you get an alpha pack every time, but you just really don't. Oh no, they fixed that bug. I probably actually got an alpha pack. Oh, I have 4. Mini alpha pack opening, chat. You'd only invite people that are close to you because there's no reason to invite people you haven't talked to in years. I mean, once again, if they're going to give you a nice gift, would you invite them? Wouldn't it be nice to see them again? Like, you know, why not, right? That's part of what makes all the weddings so fun, is that you get to see a lot of people that you haven't talked to in a long time. Like, I had 2 weddings actually in a row. Like, they were like 3 weeks apart, maybe. And it was nice, dude. I saw a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time, got to catch up. I mean, I think it's nice, but what do I know? I'm an old fuck, that's it, right? Uh, one of the weddings you went to, they did coke in the bathroom. Nice. Nice.
He is breakdancing his rook.
Purified Gaming, thank you very much for the sub. And Lysynth, again for the Twitch Prime 28-month resub. Thank you very much, Lysynth. If I didn't miss that one. You have a zero Coke policy at wedding, Pepsi only. I mean, there's definitely been like drug use at weddings for sure. You know, I don't agree with it, but you're talking about soda. No, you weren't, motherfucker. They're doing Coke in the bathroom. Yeah, Coca-Cola. Just sipping on some fucking Coca-Cola. I mean, it fucking happens. That's for sure. But you know, funny enough, I didn't even drink on my wedding. Like, barely. I had, like, a glass of champagne. And I had a shot with all my friends and family together. That's all I had like, in the entire day. I just had water. I was just dancing a lot and dehydrated. How many hours do I have? Like 25,000, probably, somewhere around there. Our weddings are all day. I woke up at probably about 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning for my wedding, and I did not go to sleep until, like, the next day at, like, probably around, like, the same time. Like, I don't know, almost 24 hours of being awake. Because the wedding doesn't even end until about, like, I don't know, probably... The wedding doesn't even end until about, like, 1 a.m. roughly? Like, midnight, 1 a.m., something like that, whatever, around there. By the time you actually, like, get out of there, it's even later. You start at like 2 p.m. and end at 5 a.m. Well, here they make you like stop. You can't serve alcohol past like 2 a.m. So generally, this most of the halls and stuff here just make you stop. They don't want people getting like obliterated, because then people start like fighting and stuff. Not that much, but it's. I mean, it used to be a thing. I guess that would happen in the past. It's been a rule since forever, like 30 years here or something like that. Like it's the halls just won't let you. I'm sure it's probably not an issue these days as much, but back then it used to be. But you're not even joking. Everyone is just wasted. You're talking like falling and fighting 24/7, and then everyone drives themselves. Okay, well that. I mean, if they want to be fucking wasted and stuff like that, even fight each other, yeah, so whatever. But the driving home thing is like, bro, that one's fucked up. You like how no one knew you were seeing anyone, then you posted that you got engaged. Then no one knew when the wedding was, and you posted those pics and out of nowhere, hey, had a baby. Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. Keep everyone guessing. Gotta keep people on their toes. Yeah, honestly, that's part of it. Quick, that is part of it. That is a big part of it. So, God, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Now I can peek. Let's go! Right as the fucking clock clicks, goes down. Hear this guy out here. Y'all would be surprised you're the next president, but you have to become the Chicago mayor first. Oh god, I'm fucking dead. Okay. You won't know it's true, but there'll be signs like when the U.S. changes from the bald eagle to the capybara. Dallas mayor first, then you defeat Chicago man in the election. Easy. Easy. I'm still waiting though, dude. That guy said he's gonna be the president, so we'll see. What if that guy actually does become president? Let's be honest, he was way too fucking stupid and egotistical. But politics? No, I don't do politics. Bro, if I was into politics, you guys would know I was into politics. You know why? Because at least Comcast would be better in my area. I would have bribed the politicians to bring in other internet service providers. I honestly should fucking do that. It's not even that expensive. According to his timeline, he's a DePaul professor. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. He just joined and left. Accident? Oh, okay. Yeah, this like brown alcohol I think is called Jaeger. It's fucking disgust. Strong as Jaeger is not strong, you moron. Jaeger is technically not even liquor, it's a liqueur. You really are a broccoli-haired weak bitch. Twins got their Mike's Hard Lemonade. True. I mean, people specifically drink Jaeger because it's like, you know, it still gets you, like, it just tastes like black licorice and it fucks you up because you can drink a lot and it's easy to drink. No one came this way this time. Oh, getting frisky, are we? I think I downed her. Did I hit it? Maybe not. Jaeger bombs with the Jersey Shore. Yep. The Jersey Shore. Quick was actually out there with dude. Oh my god. Quick was actually out there on the Jersey Shore. He was fist pumping with Paulie D. Getting shot so much. Quick had hair gel, Axe body spray, and affliction. Hey, dude, that's a good setup. Looking good. You post a pic of your 20 in Discord, you're fine. Okay, okay. I think I'm actually gonna call up there. I wanna sleep good. Give me a sample of the moonshine when you come over for a family reunion. Bitch, you are not my nephews, okay? Alright. See. I didn't play a single ranked game. I basically just played a bunch of casual and a bunch of unranked. And that is pretty much it. Okay. Make memes. Okay. That's you, Quick. Quick was fucking tearing it up on the Jersey Shore. He was tearing it up on the Jersey Shore. Jaeger bombs. Smashing. Quick was out there, dude. Quick was out there. Getting devious. Devious young man. All right, chat. I am going to call it there, though. If you guys are in the stream, follow me on Twitch right here and turn on the notifications. Notification bells right next to it. Ring, give you a notification when I go live. I stream pretty much every day, but I don't have a schedule, so just follow and turn notifications. You can send them me on Twitch anytime. If you're on mobile, sub through either of these 2 links. It'll save you the money that you have to pay extra to Google, Apple, and if your Prime sub's not working, I'm able to work through there. I'll throw all this stuff in the chat. There's my main YouTube channel, side YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Discord, Bidet. Main YouTube channel, there are edited videos and highlights. I honestly haven't posted much on that channel, but I will. Probably gonna make a video soon there. I don't know. I'm just really annoyed with Ubisoft lately, and I don't know. I just want to make a fucking video. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably gonna be a lot of bitching, but it'll be constructive and well-informed bitching. Okay, so look forward to that. Second YouTube channel, full games of Siege every day at 9 a.m. Eastern. I back up my Twitch VODs at 8 a.m. Twitter, I post before I go live and just random stuff. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, where I post little clips from the stream every day. Public Discord server, right there. If you want to hang out with chat for the stream, and of course, there's a bidet. Oh my god, the gang. This is the polo shirt, pop collar, BS2. Oh, the old days. I feel like everybody did, dude. If you were around during that time, it was very popular. It was very popular. I mean, you look back on stuff you did and it's cringe and whatever. At the time, it was fucking cool. If you scroll on the page, you click the About tab that's right around here. If you're on YouTube, check the description. You're a teenager, yeah. If you're a little older, though, everybody does cringe shit, dude. It's part of it. I'm sure with Siege. If you want to get it, sub to be on Twitch. Link in Ubisoft account, Twitch account. You get the charm. It's free with Amazon Prime /Prime Gaming. So click here, link up your Amazon account, Twitch account. Family or friends with their permission, or do a free trial, and you can sub for free. You can sub with the tier 1, tier 3 sub, gifted sub, or free with Prime, and get the charm. Every month you sub actively, you get 60 emotes, sub badge, no ads, Discord, and all, of course, support the stream. So sub and get the charm. Lastly is Throne Bidet. It's my bidet that I made. You can click here or type extra straight bidet in the chat. $59.99, free shipping within the United States or Canada, where it's $81.86 Canadian. It's an Amazon choice product in both countries. I have officially set up business in Canada, so for the Canadians, you can now natively purchase the bidet in Canada. Okay. But the way that it works is it mounts underneath your existing toilet seat, as you can kind of see here, and it connects to your existing water supply line. Okay. After you take a shit, you click this button, the butt wash option, right? You turn the nozzle to your desired pressure, you move your butt around, it knocks all the poop off. Click the stop button when you're done. Female wash option for ladies, self-cleaning function for the nozzle. And why would you use a bidet? Well, it's cleaner and faster, of course. If you shat on your hand, you'd wash it off. You wouldn't use toilet paper or a wet wipe. You would actually wash it off, right? So why do it differently with your poop, with your ass, right? It's weird to walk around with shit on your ass all day. You also save a lot of toilet paper, about 80-90%. You still do use a little bit of toilet paper, a very small amount, to dry the clean water off your ass, throw the toilet, flush it down. Okay. So, it will, obviously with saving that much toilet paper, you save money, you save time. It's more environmentally friendly. If there's toilet paper shortages, you're good to go, and you'll get less plumbing and toilet clogs. Common questions I get is that it's like weird sus. They're very common and used all over the rest of the world. The US is just pretty weird that we don't use them. Canada, a few other countries. But everywhere else, they're pretty standard. Pretty standard all over the rest of the world. The water that comes out of it is clean water, not dirty toilet water. It pretty much works on any toilet. Doesn't require electricity. It runs off the water pressure in your house. There's a video right on the listing of how to install it, so you can install it yourself. It's very simple. You don't need a professional or plumber. All the parts are in the box with a screwdriver and a wrench. What other questions do I get? It doesn't go up your ass. It's not an enema. What else? I'm so tired of losing my fucking mind. Also, it doesn't hurt. Not a pleasure device. Okay. Butt's just cleaner, true. You love yours and so does your lady. It's one of the best things you've invested in. You tell everybody about it. I even try to get them to buy yours. Hope it's been helping. Well, thank you, Ascendant Flow. I appreciate it. It definitely does. Yes, word of mouth and is definitely the biggest thing, right? So, and by the way, if you don't know, it is my product. So, if you are able to do like Ascendant Flow does, tell people about it. If you bought one, or previously, are buying one, or if you previously purchased one, if you can take the time to do a review, they help out immensely. It takes 2 seconds to leave a star review. a couple minutes to leave a written review, photo review, video review. They all help a lot. So appreciate everyone who's taken the time to do those. Um, it is my product too. I own Throw 'em a Day. This is not a drop shipped product or like rebranded or white labeled product or something or someone else's product. Or I have an investor that's funding it. I put 75 grand of my own money, a year and a half of my time, closer to $200,000 on the full launch. Um, took a lot of time and money to develop this thing, but I hold patents for it in multiple different countries as well as trademarks. And I own the mold that produces it. And the goal of it was to make a bidet that was affordable yet higher quality. So use thicker plastics, metal braided supply line, metal T, metal connection on the back, detachable off the without removing the toilet seat, heavier duty buttons and plastics. So, stuff that every other company cheaps out on. So you can get something that has some longevity. Yeah, pick one up today. Throw 'em a Day, available on Amazon in the US. Free shipping within the United States without Prime or with Prime. If you have Prime, it's just faster. Free shipping within Canada. If you have Prime, it's just faster, but you don't even need Prime. So if you're in Canada, go to Amazon.ca. If you're in the US, go to Amazon.com. That's about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Really appreciate everybody, as always, for watching. Not possible without you guys. Hopefully I'm feeling a bit better tomorrow. And, we get a longer stream in. So, all right, everybody. Take it easy. Have a good one.